Okay guys, so first things first, you will want to start off with a primed face. I went in with my Olay and CoverGirl Simply Ageless Serum Primer. That went all over my face. Of course, everything needs to be cleansed, toned, and moisturized prior to these steps. And then to prime my eyes, I used my Ruby Kisses eyeshadow primer that was applied all over the eyelid up into the brow area. And then as a base, I'm going to use soft ochre paint pot, or I have used soft ochre paint pot on my lid. And that's just going to give the eyelid just a little bit of color. The only color that we're going to use on our eyelid is going to be the Azalea Blossom. This is a ombre blush, and this is from MAC. And I just took a fluffy blending brush, swirled it in there, and I'm going to simply use circular motions to blend this on the crease area, focusing most of the color on the outer V, and then softly blending it over to the rest of the crease. But again, make sure most of the color is focused here, and then you can just build this up to whatever intensity you want. You can do a little bit or a lot. I just wanted to make sure that this was able to be seen, but not doing, you know, a little bit too much. Alright, dolls, so I blended the Azalea Blossom out in my crease, and I went on ahead and applied some wing liner. The wing liner for the top was completed using my Jessie's Girl waterproof liner, and that's this one right here. I purchased this from my local Rite Aid. And then my waterline is actually the Urban Decay Perversion pencil. As you can see, I'm running low on mine. And for my top lashes, I applied the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. And just did a couple coats of that, okay? Now what I'm going to do is take, this is the Rimmel Brown pencil, and these are the waterproof kohl pencils, and I'm just going to apply this to my bottom lash line. And the reason why I'm doing this is just to give that lash line a little bit of definition, because I will be applying some glitter there. On top of the brown Rimmel pencil, I'm going to use my Milani Shadow Eyes, and this is a pencil stick as well, and this one is in Royal Purple number 6. Okay, now I'm going to put this under the eye for the same reason, definition, but also as a base for the glitter that's going to be applied under the eye area. Okay, now I'm going to set those with a purple eyeshadow, and that purple eyeshadow is coming from my MAC Defiance Quad, which was like the Wonder Woman collection. Mine is because at the time when I worked for MAC, ours didn't come in the specialty packaging. Our gratis didn't. It never came in specialty packaging. We just simply got the product. So the purple I'm going to use is this one right here from the Defiance Quad, but you can use whatever you will like, you know. So I'm gonna just go ahead and set that eyeliner with this purple eyeshadow. Alright, so the next step would have been to apply the glitter. As you can see, I applied it. Now, I thought my camera was recording, and it wasn't. So I'm just going to talk you through it. It's not hard at all. After you set the purple liner with the eyeshadow, you're just simply going to take a mix and medium of your choice. For my look, I use my e.l.f. Lash and Brow, the clear mascara. I just took and ran a brush on the back of my hand just to get some of that clear product on the mascara on my hand. And then I just simply took a angled brush and I wiped my hand in it, and then dipped my angled brush into the glitter and simply pat it on my eye. Now let me show you guys what glitter I'm using. It's actually one that I purchased from Michael's, and it's by Tulip, and it looks like this. And Tulip just has like their little face collections of glitter at Michael's. Joann's may have it, but I purchased mine from Michael's. Now, the last thing I'm going to do for the glitter portion is to simply use this e.l.f. This is the Makeup Lock and Seal. And I just squeezed a little bit of that on a metal dish. Okay. And what I'm going to do is take that same angled brush that I use. This is my MAC 208 brush. Okay. And I'm just going to dip my brush into that. And I'm going to now tap the brush on top of that glitter, and this is just going to help seal it so that it doesn't budge or move around or, you know, fall down or anything like that off of my eye. So you're just going to keep dipping your brush into that and patting it on top of your glitter. And if you need to, just dip your brush back into your glitter and apply it to any areas where you need additional glitter. Now it's time to work on a face. I'm not necessarily going to put my black mascara on my bottom lashes just yet, because I'm going to just finish the rest of my look. But if you want, at this point, you could go ahead and then just apply your mascara to your bottom lashes. Now for my face, I'm going to use my Coastal Scents Camouflage Concealer Palette. And out of this palette, these are the colors I'm using. I'm using this one and this one, and a little bit of that one. Okay, now I took the initiative of applying them to the back of my hand, because these concealers are very thick, but they do get very creamy once you warm them up. And the best way to warm them up would be to, of course, get them in contact with your hand. Make sure it's clean and sanitized first. I'm going to use my Sonia Kashuk pointed foundation brush, and I'm just going to start applying this to my face. Okay, now I'm going to start off with the light areas. Alright, so I'm going to just take this one right here and just pretty much what I like to do is just make like it looks like you're pretty much just putting patches on your face, but eventually all of that gets blended in. So, you know, don't worry about that. You're just going to place the color right now. So my places would be under my eye right here, apply it right here, and the purpose of this is to add light to the face. Okay, so here, and then the next place you will want to add it, but I've already done this section kind of sort of, because I started my makeup clearly, as you can see, on the other side. But down the bridge of my nose and right here would be all of my lighted points. Also, I tend to go around my muzzle area on my mouth. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take that same brush, wipe it off, and then I'm going to apply the darker color for the contour. Okay, and that's going to be pretty much here, my temples, the side of my face, and my hairline. And it looks pretty crazy when you first draw it on, but you're going to go from this to this. Okay, and the way to do that is by blending. Okay, now that you have your foundation or concealer applied, what you will want to do is to start blending it out. And I'm using a damp beauty blender, and you just simply blend where the foundations or concealers are. Okay, and you just dab. I use dabbing motions. Okay, and then eventually all of this just continues to get blended where it belongs, and it's not necessarily going to look like the lines that you see now. Okay, now when you need to get to smaller areas of your face, then you flip the sponge over and you just blend in those areas. using patting motions, okay guys? So I'm going to keep doing this and I'll be back. But as you can see, everything is just simply getting blended in where it was placed, but it's still getting blended in, okay? Now that you have everything blended in, you just want to do a double check of it all, okay? And it's time to start setting that. You definitely have to set that concealer on your face. So I'm using my MAC set powder, and this is just a white translucent powder, and I'm going to simply take a little sponge like this, a makeup sponge, and I'm going to apply it under the eye, of course down the bridge of the nose and the forehead. I tend to set the areas that had the lighter concealer or lighter foundation, whatever it was that you chose to use. I set that with the translucent powder, and then I just let this sit on the face. And then while I'm letting this sit on the face, because you're going to make sure you go in with a really big brush later on just to make sure that you get any excess powder off your face. So while this is sitting, then what I tend to do is I will then go in with my contour color, and that is going to be my MAC Skin Finish Natural, and this is in Deep Dark. And I'm going to start to contour the areas that had the darker concealer or the darker foundation. I'm just grabbing my brush. Give me 1 second. I'm going to use my MAC Mineral Powder brush and just begin to go over those areas that were meant for contouring. And I'm setting that darker concealer with this powder. And you just want to make sure you do that to all areas of the face that had the darker concealer. And as you can see, you can't even tell that you use those 3 colors on your face. At least you shouldn't be able to. Not if you're blending the right way. So I'm going to just keep blending this in. Alright guys, so now it's time to apply your blush, and the blush I'm going to use is the Azalea Blossom one that we used for our eyeshadow look. So you just want to get some of this on your brush. I'm using my Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm just going to apply this, and then after this I'm going to apply my highlight. And the highlight that I'm going to use is my MAC Double Definition, and it looks like this. Alright, and I'm going to use my MAC blush brush, looks like that, and I'm just going to apply this to the highest points of my cheek. And then whatever's left over, I just wipe it under my brow bone, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, middle of my chin. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to apply your bottom lash mascara. And then on my lips is actually Heroine. And that's from MAC. Where did I put it? Okay, and Heroine is a matte lipstick like this, and it's from MAC. And that's it. I hope you dolls really enjoyed this tutorial. I wanted to do something that wasn't the typical black and silver and red for New Year's. But as always, and until next time, thank you so much for watching, dolls. Have a gorgeous day. Smooches. Mwah. Bye.